Hey guys, I'm Dr. Phil Morrison. Professionally, I'm a dating coach for men with anxiety. And what I'm going to talk about in today's video is what to do if you're going on a date and you feel really nervous. I'm sure we can all relate to this experience when you have a date lined up, say you have a date in the evening, and throughout the whole day, prior to the date, you feel incredibly nervous. I used to experience this a lot. I'd feel really tense in my stomach, and it was that anticipation of the dating event that would make me feel really, really nervous. Then I would go to the date, and I would feel really nervous throughout the entire date. And there's times that I remember where I would order food and I'd be so nervous that I couldn't finish my food. Normally, I would not feel full. I'd easily be able to eat the food on the plate, but because I was so nervous, I didn't feel hungry. And this was my general experience of dating. And what I falsely believed is that nerves were a problem. I thought that if I was nervous, the girls that I go on a date with wouldn't like me because of the nerves. They would somehow think that I'm weird. They would view the nerves as low status and think that I'm not a confident person. And there's no way that the girls would be able to see past the nerves and actually like me. And I picked up this false belief that nerves were a bad thing over many years, and I proved it to myself falsely. When I went out and approached girls in public, whether that be in a bar, a nightclub, in the daytime, I felt nervous. I went over and spoke to the girls and I got rejected. The girls were not interested in me. And I thought, damn, the nerves really got in my way. If only I felt relaxed in that situation and confident and the nerves were not there, I would have done so much better. But the nerves were hindering me. And over time I've realized that this is simply not true whatsoever. So I got the proof that nerves don't hinder you when it comes to dating by actually going on dates. And I'd feel nervous I feel nervous before the date. During the date, I'd go away thinking, I was nervous there, I must have blew it. Then the girls would text back and go on a second date with me. And this happened repeatedly, and I realized that the girls didn't care if I felt nervous. And I thought, I wonder why this is. And firstly, I realized that it's socially normal to feel nervous on a first date. You watch any TV show about dating, especially a first date, and both the guy and the girl, they always feel nervous. So it's socially acceptable to feel nervous in this context, and it's totally fine. This is something which dawned on me. And to go further than this, I realized that when I was on the dates, despite feeling nervous, I could still feel good, enjoy myself, have a nice laugh and joke, be confident, be honest, really connect with the girl. So the nerves were not getting in the way of me being myself. So I was like, okay, the nerves are not a problem because the girls are seeing me again, and I can still be myself regardless of whether I feel nerves or not. So I guess the nerves are not hindering me to any major degree. And then to go even further than that, I realized that when I felt nervous, I was more awake. I was more in the moment. I felt alive, and actually I'd come across even better. It would humanize me because the girl can see that I'm a real person with emotions, and it's not just her that feels nervous, the guy feels nervous too. So this made her feel more comfortable and made me come across better. And then I started to realize that the nerves are actually helping me. They're working for me as opposed to working against me. Next, I realized that this was also true when talking to girls in public, whether it's a bar or the daytime. And I realized that if you're honest and confident, the nerves, again, they humanize you. The girls feel comfortable when they're talking to you if you really own the nerves and you don't project them onto the girl, but you're like, you know what, I'm feeling nervous right now, but I thought that you look really nice and I wanted to give you a compliment. And you just talk to her normally. The nerves, they don't stop the girl from having a good conversation with you. They don't get in the way of you arranging a date with the girl. So I realized that even when you're talking to girls in public, the nerves can actually work for you as opposed to against you. And it's kind of crazy that nerves can be both your worst enemy and also your best friend. And the key difference is how you relate to the nerves. If you view them as a bad thing, they become a bad thing. If you view them as a good thing, they help you out and become a good thing. So it's really your relationship with the nerves. That's the important thing. And over time, shifting your perspective and starting to see that nerves are helping you rather than hindering you is a major improvement. And the way in which you experience nerves completely changes. So back in the day, I would be overwhelmed with nerves. They were at a high level. And as I said, I'd order food and I wouldn't be able to finish the food because I was so nervous. So nowadays, I still feel nervous before every single day that I go on. So in the last few months, I've been on 16 dates from girls that I've been speaking to in public. And before each of those dates, I felt nervous. But I didn't feel bad about feeling nervous. And the nerves were not overwhelming. So there was a level of nerves that I felt, but I felt good about feeling nervous. I felt happy as well as being a little bit nervous. And I was happy because I was nervous. I felt awake, alive. I felt like a real person, like a human, and really connected with the girls, had a great time. And again, the girls wanted to see me again, in every case actually. So the nerves clearly had no bearing on the outcome of the date and the experience of the date itself. So over time, you can get to a stage where you will still feel nervous, but the nerves will not be overwhelming, and the nerves will help you do even better, enjoy yourself. And it's kind of crazy to flip your perspective on nerves this much. And the only way in which I know to do this is to get the raw first-hand experience and the proof that you can go out there, feel nervous, be yourself, and be confident, honest, and still get results. And when you do this, you're literally proving to yourself through first-hand experience, through your own eyes, that when you're nervous, it is not a problem. And you'll see that you can still get results, so therefore the nerves, if anything, you'll realize over time exactly what I realized, which is that the nerves can help you out if you allow them to. So if you're a guy that wants to, let's say, overcome pre-date nerves and go from the stage where you feel overwhelmed by nerves and you feel that nerves are a problem, and you want to go from that place to a place where you enjoy feeling a healthy level of nerves, and this healthy level of nerves helps you, then the way to do this is to go on lots of dates and get the experience, to embrace the nerves and not let it get in your way. And if you want to do this, you want to go on lots of dates, but you're not a big fan of online dating, then feel free to get in touch with me. I've helped many guys out who felt that they couldn't get dates, go on lots of dates. I've transformed in this area of my life on a personal level. So if you want to be able to go on lots of dates and find girls that naturally like you, send me an email. I do a 6-week confidence program where I teach you how to be confident with girls over a period of 6 weekly 2-hour sessions. And during these sessions and after these sessions, you will be going on lots of dates. So you'll have a great opportunity to face those fears, face your insecurities, and repeatedly prove to yourself that you can feel nervous during the conversations with girls in public, during the prior to the date, during the date, and still have a great time and still be very, very successful. So I hope that you found this video helpful, and I strongly encourage you to go out there, go on lots of dates, and keep experiencing and embracing the nerves that you feel, because over time it definitely gets better and better and better, and the nerves become your friend as opposed to your enemy. So I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I wish you luck on your journey in transforming in this particular area of your life. Something else that I want to flag up and mention. So I'm offering free 30-minute Zoom consultations for any guy who struggles with anxiety and struggles with the dating. So I will honestly try my best to help you troubleshoot what problems you're facing in this particular area of life. So I'm going to be available for Zoom consultations next Thursday. So that's going to be Thursday the 20th of October in the afternoon. So if you want to have a Zoom consultation, then send me an email and we'll set one up. And also most of the day on the following Sunday, so Sunday the 23rd of October, from around 10 a.m. to 3 p.m, I'm also available for Zoom consultations during this particular time frame as well. So if you really have a particular sticking point, something you're struggling with in the dating world, and you want to pick my brains about something, or you're struggling with anxiety and you want to talk about a particular problem you have in a non-judgmental space, send me an email and I'll arrange a Zoom consultation. I'll pick one that works for both of us, whether it is Thursday the 20th of October in the afternoon or most of the daytime on Sunday the 23rd of October. And I'll do the best I can to mentor you totally for free, help you as best as I can in those 30 minutes. If this is something which interests you, don't be shy about it. Send me an email and we'll get on a Zoom call.